Hello and welcome from the Cross Insurance Center. Today we have a matchup, a girls D matchup between the Bangor Christian Patriots and the Southern Aroostook Warriors. They're the reigning champs, obviously. They've won back-to-back, looking to make it three. It's Gabe Nason today here with Cassidy Godin. Cassidy, what do you expect from this matchup today?
I really expect it to be a matchup of defense. So, Southern Aroostook is pretty experienced coach, being in this position, winning multiple state champions in the last few years. And Bangor Christian is one of the best defenses in Class D. So, I expect it to just be a battle from start to finish, and that's kind of what Coach Cliff Urquhart said in the beginning, is he's expecting lots of pressure and lots of good basketball today. Yeah,
and obviously this is a Bangor Christian team who is searching for their first gold ball, trying to find they obviously have the tournament experience from last year where they lost to Wisdom, hoping to make a deeper run this year. What can you say about the Bangor Christian side of things?
I think it's just going to come down to kind of getting those jitters out, right? Like, it's first game. None of these girls have been at the tournament or won a game at the tournament. And so being here in the number one seed has a lot of pressure to it. So I think they got to settle down and find themselves, do what they do well, which is priding themselves on defense.
And obviously have to mention Allie Shields for Southern Aroostook. Got hurt right before the season started, tore her ACL. She's been out for the entire season. Huge miss for them. Obviously, all the thoughts go to her and a quick recovery for her. She'll be back next year. She's a junior, so she'll be back next year, hopefully, to get things back on track for them. But they look with a young squad today. Obviously, they only have two seniors. It's both of them starting, so going to be huge for them to obviously having a young squad here to get experience for next year when Allie's back.
Yeah, and 10 out of their 16 players on their roster are either 8th graders or freshmen, which is really impressive, but also kind of takes away a little bit from their tournament experience, because a lot of them haven't been here before. And so I think this is going to be really interesting. If you look at their points scored per game, they're pretty comparable. They've never seen each other in the regular season, and they have some comparable scores to the teams that they've both played. So I think, it could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and obviously on the Bangor Christian side, led by the 8th grade phenom, Rivers Bradford. She's their main piece. Obviously have a lot around her, including Lindsay DeRose, who was huge for them last year in the tournament where they nearly upset that Wisdom team with Lily Roy on it. What can you say about Bradford and her season so far?
I think that it's pretty impressive as an 8th grader to see somebody, being in the top of the percentages in the league, and also just, priding herself on kind of leading this team in such a young way. Yeah, absolutely.
And we have to mention, and we did a little bit, but both coaches on both sides, very experienced. On the Bangor Christian side, you have Kevin Reed, who coached the Bangor Christian boys basketball team for a long time, got them to the tournament pretty consistently, has now done that with the girls basketball team in the past 2 years where he's been head coach, and obviously had a stint with the main men's basketball team as well on that bench. On the other side, another great coach in Cliff Urquhart, who has won back-to-back state championships, has made this Southern Aroostook team a very storied program. I mean, how do you see the coaching matchup go between two very quality coaches?
Yeah, I think it'll all depend on kind of the execution of coaches' plans, but it could go either way because both coaches are so experienced and so well-versed in the basketball world. I just think that, Southern Aroostook's almost got like a legacy at this point, that they've just been dominant for so many years in Class D, and to see them, in the 9 seed is kind of almost surprising from what you've seen in the past years. But if you look at their record, 6-13, that really isn't what they look like on paper.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before the broadcast, but all the close games they've had, over 50% of their games are within single digits, and so you gotta kind of put that into perspective, that they were in all of those games, even if they outcome with a loss. And then on Kevin Reed's side, he's just so experienced in the basketball world. He's had so many coaching gigs. He's led many successful teams in the tournament, and he seems pretty composed today.
Yeah, he always seems to be pretty locked in, especially as we get closer to tourney time. They're going to be well prepared, and the same can be said for Southern Aroostook. And like you mentioned, these two teams don't play a very similar schedule, don't play a lot of the same teams. But Southern Aroostook, 4-13 against those tournament teams, but most of those losses coming against single digits. Where on Bangor Christian's side, they're 9-3 versus tourney teams. All 3 of those losses on the season are against those tournament teams, that being Shed ones who just, obviously if you've been paying attention to the tournament, if you watched the scoreboard from us last game, they obviously lost. Skank beat them. Machias, who's a good team in Class C, and the Jonesport Beals team, who unfortunately lost in their first round game, but another very good team. So Bangor Christian has struggled against the tournament teams this year, obviously played other ones as well, as they beat the Skank team that obviously just moved on twice. They beat Machias the second time they played them. So a lot of quality teams being played for both teams, though they're not playing the similar teams.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, that's really important to talk about. But the teams in Class D just seem to have really, really close scores. So you just, anyone can beat anyone. And that's what Coach Kevin Reed said, is when you look up and down, you got to be prepared and locked in every single day, because anyone can beat anyone, and regular season doesn't matter.
Regular season doesn't matter, and certainly not when you're playing a Southern Aroostook team who's as storied as they are, despite not maybe having the pedigree of the teams they've had in the past few years, where you've had the other Shields outside of Allie with Cammie. Obviously, she was on that team last year who won the state tournament. So they've lost a lot of that. But these players have been on the benches. They've been around the program. So they've had the experience, maybe not in the big moments of being on the court, but they're going to have a chance to prove that today.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think that this is going to be one of those great matchups, and I'm really excited to see where, how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take it to a commercial break, and you'll see all our great sponsors. We'll be back with you in just a minute.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Been to Harvest Moon Deli yet? See you down at the deli.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. And stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Timeout!
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MPA and the Maine Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. To Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing a vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
My name is Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Been to Harvest Moon Deli yet? See you down at the deli.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Timeout!
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MPA and the Maine Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Cross Insurance Center for this quarterfinal action between Bangor Christian and Southern Aroostook. I'm going to throw it over to Cassidy, who's going to read some of our sponsors off for you.
Yeah, so you just got to see our wonderful sponsors, and here's a little bit more about them. So thank you to Rouse Garage, Herring Brothers, Ames Chiropractor, Ideal Energy Solutions, Black Bear Crane, Harvest Moon Deli, Hammond Lumber, Kimball Assurance, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Sarah Ryan, Realtor with Next Home Experience, and Handy Stop for sponsoring Eastern Maine Sports coverage of Tourney 2025. Hammond Lumber is our presenting sponsor. They are a fourth-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire, a trusted Maine building supply service and materials company serving industry since 1953. For a slam dunk in your home, buying or selling processes, remember to get looped and get sold with Next Homie, Sarah Ryan with Next Home Experience. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular homes and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. Handy Stop is your one-stop shop for essentials. Handy Stop serves small communities and is stocked with a large selection of snacks and beverages, hot delicious foods, and local Maine products. Find them in Howland, Lee, and Dover-Foxcroft, and on Facebook and Instagram at handy_stop to see pizza and takeout specials, new products, and other promotions. And last but not least, be sure to check out our store to get your Eastern Maine Sports merch. Shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and much, much more. Check it out at easternmainsports.com or on our Facebook page. And we are about to take it over to the PA system so you can hear all the starting lineups.
Yes. And we are going to take you over to the PA announcer right now so you can hear the starting lineups.
Tournament presented by Ware Butler Building Supply, a division of Pleasant River Lumber. This Northern Maine Class D girls quarterfinal game features a number 9 seed with a record of 6-13, the Warriors from Southern Aroostook High School. And the number 1 seed with a record of 15-3, the Patriots from Bangor Christian School. Let's meet the teams. First, introducing the number 9 seed, Southern Aroostook Warriors. Unavailable at junior, number 12, Allie Shields. The reserves, number 4, freshman, Nevaeh Keys. 8th grader, number 15, Tessa Russell. Freshman, number 20, Grace Anderson. 8th grader, number 22, Scarlett Curry. Freshman number 24, Kendall Lawler. Freshman number 32, Jaden White. Freshman number 33, Haley McGarry. 8th grader number 34, Shelby Scott. 8th grader number 44, Lillian McManus. The managers for Southern Aroostook are Savannah Anderson and Bella Anderson. Assistant coach Wendell Harvey, and the head coach for the Warriors is Cliff Urquhart. And now let's meet the number 1 seed, Bangor Christian Patriots. 8th grader number 2, Maris Kowalski. Senior number 3, Catherine Benjamin. Senior number 5, Megan Remington. Sophomore number 10, Addison Caldwell. Senior number 12, Sydney Barnes. Freshman number 14, Bella Cornwell. Sophomore number 24, Caroline Walden. The manager for the Patriots is John Benjamin. Assistant coach Hannah Reed. And head coach for Bangor Christian is Kevin Reed. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For Southern Aroostook, a junior, number 3, Hannah McGarry. And for Bangor Christian, an 8th grader, number 4, Rivers Bradford. For the Warriors, a senior, number 5, Olivia Ellingwood. And for the Patriots, a junior, number 11, Carly Andrews. For Southern Aroostook, a sophomore, number 23, Jasmine Ellingwood. And for Bangor Christian, a junior, number 30, Lindsay Duras. For the Warriors, a sophomore, number 25, Alexa Hersey. And for the Patriots, senior, number 32, Hope Nesbitt. For Southern Aroostook, a senior, number 54, Libby Anderson. And for Bangor Christian, senior, number 33, Karina Walden. The officials in this game are Mr. Powell, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Clark, and certified athletic training services.
Well, you heard the starting lineups. Cassidy, why don't you tell them the Bangor Christian lineup one more time?
Sure. So they have an 8th grader, Rivers Bradford, junior, Carly Andrews, a junior, Lindsay DeRost, and 2 seniors, Hope Nesbitt and Karina Walden.
Yeah, Southern Aroostook's got number 3, Hannah McGarry. McGarry. She's a sophomore. Number 5, Olivia Ellingwood. She's a senior. We have number 23, Jasmine Ellingwood. She's a sophomore. We have number 25, Alexa Hersey. She's a sophomore. And number 54, Libby Anderson. She is a senior. All right, we are close to action here. Any last thoughts before we get into action here?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be a great game here. Obviously, it's the 1 versus the 8 here. Southern Aroostook trying to make it 7 straight regional final appearances. Would be their 4th straight state championship if they could do it.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Looks like might have a little delay to start.
Coach Reed wanted to get a little bit more talking in.
Looks like maybe a piece of gum.
Oh, gotcha. Someone lost their gum in warm-ups, I'm assuming.
We got it. We're ready for tip-off now here at the Cross Center.
As the tip will be contested by number 25, Alexa Hersey for Southern Aroostook, and number 33, Karina Walden for Bangor Christian. Here we go from La Crosse Insurance Center. The tip is won by Bangor Christian, up top to Bradford. Bradford on the right side of the court here. Looks like Southern Aroostook coming out on a 2-1-2 defense. Bradford over to Andrews. Andrews on the right wing, looking for Nesbitt. Nesbitt's got it on the left wing.
Looks like a little bit of token defense with almost a modified box and 1. They're following Lindsay DeRost.
Who is arguably their best player and was great in the tournament last year, though they only played 1 game, was very good in a battle against Lily Roy, looking to do more again this year, but certainly the key cog for them. Ball goes underneath to Walden. Looks like she was fouled there. We'll see who that foul is on. Looks like it might be on 54, Libby Anderson for Southern Aroostook. We'll get confirmation here in just 1 second. It is. That'll be her first. DeRost with the ball underneath. Looking for somebody. Doesn't have anybody open, but does get it to Bradford there on the right wing. Bradford dribbles up top, then passes over to Andrews. Andrews on the left wing. She dribbles further into the corner. Tries to find DeRost on the screen. Can't. Goes to Nesbitt up top. Nesbitt over to Walden.
I think this is kind of what we expected, but the defense intensity of Southern Aroostook is already going to make this game very interesting.
And both teams, at least on the side of the court, Bangor Christian willing to take it slow, not trying to force anything, trying to look for the best shot, which is certainly a normality for Kevin Reed teams. Definitely a slow pace, look for the best shot available. We got a foul on a cut by DeRost. There'll be a foul on number 23, Jasmine Ellingwood, her first, team second.
It's going to be something to watch because she's playing that box and 1 kind of defense, that very tight man pressure on DeRoss. So we just want to make sure she doesn't get into foul trouble.
No question. Andrews up top now with it. After DeRoss got it into her on the inbounds. Looking to set up a play, Bangor Christian is over to Bradford on the right wing. She dribbles up top and back to Andrews on the left wing. Great defense again here by Southern Aroostook so far. Like you said, nothing easy so far for Bangor Christian. No shots at the rim, really. Bradford tried to dribble in. can't get anywhere as we got a 3-second violation here on Bangor Christian. It'll be Southern Aroostook's ball for the first time on the offensive side.
So, yeah, almost a 2-minute possession there for Bangor Christian, and they come up empty, but they do get 2 fouls on the defensive end against Southern Aroostook. So.
They asked Coach Kevin Reed to move down and into the box. He was just outside the box on his chair, so they asked him to move it down. So that was what the little delay was for, but now Southern Aroostook ball for the first time with a chance to take the lead as it's still 0-0 here. Up top is Ellingwood. It's Olivia Ellingwood. Back and forth as they dribble across the top. As dribble handoffs is Southern Aroostook. McGarry with the ball. Over in the corner to Ellingwood. That's Jasmine. Down to Anderson. Back up top. This quick ball movement so far by Southern Aroostook. Quick take. A missed layup there by McGarry. Battle for the rebound goes to Southern Aroostook. Hersey. Ellingwood in the corner. No good. Anderson underneath rebound. No good. Ellingwood with a rebound. That's no good. The battle underneath for it is going to be a jump ball in favor of Southern Aroostook, and they will keep possession there.
4 rebounds in that possession there.
Yeah, pretty dang good rebounding there on Southern Aroostook's side offensively to get themselves some chances. Couldn't quite capitalize, but going to try again here as we get the inbound. Goes to Anderson. She gets a layup, and it's good. Fights through some contact, no call. Southern Aroostook up now 2-0 with 5:15 left in the first quarter. DeRost bringing the ball down for Bangor Christian. She kicks it over to Andrews. Andrews up top with it. Slow developing play here for Bangor Christian. Ellingwood still up top dribbling. She dribbles over to the right side. To Bradford. Bradford looks to attack. Her jumper bounces around and in. And Rivers Bradford on the board for the first time. The 8th grader gets her first tournament points.
It's going to feel exciting just to get that going. You know, she's played big minutes for them all season, but still just pop the top off at the Cross Insurance Center. That must feel good for them.
Yeah, gotta feel good. And a storied lineage for her as there's a steal by Bangor Christian. Walden with the steal. They're stolen right back by Southern Aroostook. That was stolen by Jasmine Ellingwood. Ball up top now in McGarry's hands. Just both of her parents great players. Both played at Husson. Brock Bradford, her father. In the corner to Lawler. Oh, never mind. I thought that was Lawler there for a second. Hersey. Stolen away, though, by Bradford on a pass up top. She looks to go all the way as the ball's blocked at the rim by McGarry. She looks to push the ball up. Picks up a dribble, though, at the top of the key. The ball's over to Ellingwood. Olivia Ellingwood, that is. Now ball to Hersey. She's on the left wing, looks to attack. Puts a shot up. Floater, no good. Anderson, great rebound, puts it up, no good. And DeRost comes down with it. She looks to push for Bangor Christian. Ball over to Walden. She finds Bradford on the wing. Up top to Andrews. Her 3, no good. Bangor Christian fighting. Gets the rebound. DeRost will have it. She puts a floater up. Rolls in and out. Bounces back out to Andrews. She gets the rebound. DeRost for a 3. No good. Battle for the rebound underneath. Bounces around. Goes to Hope Nesbitt. She gets the shot. No good. Rebound by Southern Aroostook's Olivia Ellingwood. So a bunch of second chance opportunities for both teams on both sides. Nobody's been able to capitalize on them. We sit at 2-2 still.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly kind of what we talked about in the beginning. Is just this defensive intensity that we're seeing on both sides is going to write the story here for the game. So.
And if you're both teams, got to finish those second chance opportunities at the rim. In a game like this, that's expected to be low scoring, like we said. McGarry now on the right side. She picked up her dribble, looks for the cross-court pass to Olivia Ellingwood. She puts up a 3, no good. DeRost for Bangor Christian gets the rebound underneath. She looks to push.
It's her 3rd rebound.
Running the court, she finds Walden underneath. Or Walden, yes. Walden underneath, sorry. No good, rebounded out. DeRost now on the right wing. She gives it to Andrews. Andrews to Bradford. Bradford on the left wing. She looks to dribble up to the top of the key. Over to Andrews, who's on the open jump shot. She takes it. No good. Battle for the rebound goes to Bangor Christian's Hope Nesbitt. Back out to DeRost. Now to Bradford on top. Bradford over to Andrews. She looks to attack. Finds nothing. Looks for Bradford up top. Bradford finds Hope Nesbitt underneath. No shot by her. Back out to Rivers Bradford on top. Pump fake, dribble down, finds Andrews for three. That's up and no good. Battle for the rebound again goes to Hope Nesbitt. She finds it and puts it back in. Bangor Christian now on top 4-2 with 1:45 left in the first quarter.
So many offensive rebounds. If you're Coach Urquhart, you've got to be talking about that in the next dead ball situation, is limiting the amount of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and just the speed by Bangor Christian, able to get them in those offensive rebounds, and obviously being very physical as well. Some lucky bounces are going with that, as well as quickly to the rim goes Hersey as she gets her first points of the game, and we are tied once again. 1:22 timeout, Coach Kevin Reed. So, though it's been a fast-paced first quarter, we're sitting 4-4. Great defense on both sides, can't you say?
Yeah, I think so too. And the key emphasis here of that first 2 minutes was so slow, one possession. Yeah. And then it kind of feels like everyone's kind of just settling down, settling in, getting lots of offensive rebounds. And, got to talk about finishing at the rim, because that's really both teams are losing that battle of finishing at the rim. This could be, an 8-8 game if they finish their offensive rebounds. So. Yeah,
and I mean, both teams, like we talked about, rather young. So definitely shaking off some nerves as they both are on the court in big minutes on the court. So definitely the fourth quarter's been a little bit rocky, but as we've settled in a little bit, things have started to change up, and both teams seem to be settled pretty well. Yeah, it's fun to watch a game like a 1-8 game that's close and competitive like this. So it's, I'm excited for the continuation. Maris Kowalski would miss a jumper there. The rebound would go to Alexa Hersey. She's got the ball up top, guarded by Bradford. Looks for an open teammate. Finds one in McGarry. McGarry dribbles, looks to take the three. She will. Deep one, no good. Anderson, though, another offensive rebound for her. She battles her way down underneath. Could have been an and one. It's not, but it is a bucket for her. She gets her name in the scorebook once again, and it's now 6-4, Southern Aroostook. Bangor Christian now with the ball up top. Now underneath Hope Nesbitt. Back out to Rivers Bradford for three. No good. Battle for the rebound is going to be off Bangor Christian. Southern Aroostook ball. Yeah, that was a great save. Great save there. Olivia Ellingwood just threw that off the body of one of the Bangor Christian players right there, and just stuck in that position if you're the Bangor Christian player. We had 28 seconds on the clock, but the clock did not run on the inbounds. Looks like they're going to try to reset the clock and then get us underway. They're saying we're good because of the time that was taken on the inbounds. They're just going to go with what time's on the board right now. Still Southern Aroostook ball here with 26.8 left in the game. Or in the first quarter. Not the game, the first quarter. It's like, wow, that went by fast. Olivia Ellingwood down the left side. Looking up top, she finds Hersey. Hersey over to McGarry. She looks to dribble, gives it back to Hersey. Looking for a last shot here if you're Southern Aroostook. Hersey guarded by Bradford. Got to go now. They got 4 seconds. McGarry now with it. She puts up a deep three, no good. Time will expire and it's 6-4. Southern Aroostook after one. And we'll go to break. You'll see our great sponsors. We'll be back with you.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Welcome back to the Cross Insurance Center, where after one, the lead is with the 8th seed Southern Aroostook Warriors. Not your normal 8 seed, obviously, looking to four-peat. So pretty good 8 seed if you don't say, and looking for their 7th straight regional title as well. So, but Bangor Christian looking to stop that as the 1 seed. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think with Southern Aroostook, they're really emphasizing on getting it to their leading senior, Libby Anderson, who is working hard underneath and getting some points. She's got four of their 6 points to start here, and if you're Bangor Christian, you got to settle in a little bit. Yeah, and she's been dominant underneath. Libby Anderson has been. Rebounds galore offensively so far in this game. Yeah, I got her down for 3 offensive rebounds already in the first quarter. So that's pretty good. I missed there as Libby Anderson does fight for the rebound, but she will be off of her. The shot there was by number 24, Carolyn Walden of Bangor Christian. DeRost will look to inbound. She gets it back after passing it in, just missed the three. Battle underneath is Karina Walden, but taken away by Libby Anderson. Not only is she doing it on the offensive side, she does it on the defensive side for these Warriors. Up top is McGarry. She gives it off to Olivia Ellingwood. Ellingwood to Hersey. Hersey looks to attack. Left-handed floater is good. What a difficult shot by by Alexa Hersey, sorry. And it's 2 for Southern Aroostook Warriors, and it's 8-4 Southern Aroostook.
Nail biter here, first thing in the morning.
Got a great one so far. Stay with us as it's only 7. We're only 1 minute into the second quarter, so still a lot of time left to go, and been great so far. DeRost in the right corner, sorry. Underneath, stolen away by McGarry by Southern Aroostook. She looks to push. She'll find a floater at the rim, no good. Rebound there by Karina Walden of Bangor Christian. Rivers Bradford will bring it up here. Looks to slow it down. Over to DeRost on the right wing. DeRost up top to Carolyn Walden. Back to Bradford, to DeRost, to Karina Walden. Back to DeRost on the left wing. Up top to Rivers Bradford. Back on the right wing over to Carolyn Walden. And that one's floated across to DeRost, now to Karina Walden. They're swinging it up top, looking to see if they can get movement, open up something on the defense. Nearly stolen away. Pull up 3, no good. That was Maris Kowalski who just missed one there. Rebound there, goes to Ellingwood. Timeout here by Southern Aroostook after what was another long possession for Bangor Christian.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're Southern Aroostook, you got to be impressed with the amount of effort that's being put in on the defensive and offensive end, and they're really doing a great job on defense on Bangor Christian. They're kind of just clogging that middle and making it very, very difficult. And Bangor Christian's taking a lot of outside shots that haven't fallen yet for them, and not to say that they won't, but. That's if you're Southern Aroostook, you got to be happy with those lower percentage 3-point shots than and clogging up the middle and not allowing as many layups. Yeah, and Southern Aroostook so far kept Lindsay DeRost off the scoreboard, which not been proven easy to do for any team so far this year or last year, especially in the tournament. She had a great game, like I said, in the pregame against Wisdom last year. So far, no points for her, so great defensive performance by Southern Aroostook. We're going to see Bangor Christian kind of put on that token 2-2. 2-1, 2-1-2, 2-2-1. They're kind of going back and forth switching in between. Yep. Kind of going to that token pressure there to give it kind of a little bit of a press. McGarry up top with it. She picks up her dribble, but that's to Hersey. Hersey travels there, and it'll go back to Bangor Christian as they look to get on the board in this second quarter. We're 8-4 with 5:45 left in this quarter. Ball goes into DeRost, and she will dribble down. She passes over to number 24, who passes it to Rivers Bradford in the corner. Back up top to Walden, who is that 24. Walden over to Bradford in the corner. She thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Over to DeRost on the other wing. She pulls the 3. Short, Libby Anderson once again on the boards. Hersey dribbles down for Southern Aroostook. Looks to attack. Finds Haley McGarry. Her first time in the game. Tried to get it to Hannah McGarry. Passes out of bounds on our side of the half court line. Will be Bangor Christian ball. Whereas Bradford there was under the table trying to get that ball back. Said, don't worry about it, I'll get it. Don't make you do too much work. You're already working enough out there. Ball goes to Walden at the free throw line. She kicks it out to Bradford, up top to Walden. Walden over to DeRost. DeRost to Kowalski. She puts up what looks like a long 2, they'll call it. And it's 6-8. Or maybe not. The scoreboard says 7. I didn't see a referee put their arms up. So I believe it is changed to a 2. And it is Southern Aroostook ball on their side of the half-court line. Olivia Ellingwood with the ball to McGarry. McGarry attacks, right-handed floater at the rim, no good, but a foul. That's a nice take. That was a beautiful take. She'll go to the line for 2. I believe the first foul of the game on Bangor Christian.
on number 24, Carolyn Walden, her first. McGarry at the line, shooting 2. The first rattles in, took a high bounce off the back of the rim, and she got the lucky bounce. It bounced right in for her. Second one coming. Just off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound, though. McGarry right on it. We're going to jump ball, and it stays with Southern Aroostook. Great effort there by McGarry.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was talking about. If you're Coach Cliff Urquhart, you're going to be happy with the effort that's being put in on the floor. You know, they're not going to ever count them out because this would be their 4th straight gold ball, so you can't really count them out for nothing.
No.
From anything. They got so much experience as a team, but you know, the effort against the 1 seed is really impressive.
Absolutely. McGarry just misses a left-handed floater. DeRose for the rebound, and she looks to push. She's on the right wing. Dribbling, looking to set up now, top of the key. Over to Rivers Bradford on the right wing. Finds DeRost in the corner. DeRost back to Rivers Bradford. Over to Walden. Walden to Kowalski. Kowalski back to Walden up top. To Rivers Bradford. Back to DeRost on the right wing. She puts up a 3, no good. Kowalski there, though, puts it back up and in for Bangor Christian, and they cut the lead back down to 1. It's 8-9 with 3:50 left. Southern Aroostook ball now. Tries to find Libby Anderson at the half-court line. They do get it. Get it across the half-court line. And that
all 4 points this quarter has come from Maris Kowalski off the bench, so that 8th grader's doing some work.
Yes, 8th graders scored all but 2 points so far for these Bangor Christian Patriots. McGarry quickly goes to the rim and finds a layup there. Extends their lead back to 3, 11-8, Southern Aroostook.
She's really doing it all out there for Southern Aroostook.
Kowalski looks to attack, poked away by Haley McGarry. Have to wonder if they're sisters. They certainly look quite alike.
Yeah, I just was going to look to see if they were twins, but one's in 9th and one's
yeah, I that's what I just went to look at too, and saw that one was a sophomore, one was a freshman. But Rivers Bradford puts up a 3, no. Libby Anderson once again underneath for the big board for Southern Aroostook.
Grabs her 5th rebound.
Nearly poked away by DeRost, but McGarry finds the ball, tries to put it up. Great defense by Bradford at the rim, and they'll be out of bounds off Southern Aroostook.
Student section from Bangor Christian is up and rowdy this morning.
A little bit surprised that there's not a big Southern Aroostook with their boys playing as well, a big Southern Aroostook student section, but to be fair, so the boys do play later today and not necessarily right after this one. So Rivers Bradford on the right wing. Finds Kowalski underneath, out to DeRost. Down to Walden. She puts up a short jumper. No. Kowalski rebound up and no good. Bradford underneath. She'll be fouled. She'll go line for 2 with a chance to cut it to 1 with 2:32 left in the second quarter. I mean, we've talked about the defense, right, by both teams, but man, Southern Aroostook has really limited shots for Bangor Christian. They've had to take a lot of deep shots, which isn't necessarily what they want, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, and I think if you're...
As Bradford misses her first.
If you're Bangor Christian, too, you're going to be happy with Maris Kowalski and her effort getting in off the bench. She's playing so well. She's grabbed a couple boards already. She's got 4 points on the board. She's just kind of been a spark for them off the bench.
As Carly Andrews checks back in for Bangor Christian. Rivers Bradford will hit her second. Southern Aroostook breaks the pressure quickly. Nearly finds Hersey, but it's stolen away by Rivers Bradford and then dribbled nearly out of bounds by Bangor Christian. It'll stay their ball as it was poked away by Southern Aroostook Warrior. Carly Andrews to take the ball up for Bangor Christian. Well, it looks like maybe the referees are going to meet about that call. And it is changed to Southern Aroostook ball.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, it did look like it was just dribbled out of bounds by Bangor Christian. Wasn't a lot of protest from anybody on the Bangor Christian side there. I think that was called a warning on Coach Kevin Reed there.
I think he was out of the box and on the court a little bit.
As Hersey goes to take a floater, no good. Saved, what a save by number 23, Jasmine Ellingwood of Southern Aroostook threw it off a Bangor Christian player right underneath the rim and saved it to keep possession.
Yeah, that's been the second time they've done that.
Yeah. Ball tried to be inbounded to Ellingwood. Back by underneath to Hersey. Out to McGarry. Found in the other corner by Jasmine Ellingwood. She attacks, looks for the shot, but travels first. Bangor Christian ball with 2:04 left in the second quarter. Tightly contested through most of this game so far, as Bangor Christian gets a that way chant in the student section.
Yeah, they got some sparkly jackets on over there. I like that.
They do have quite the sparkly jackets. I believe I see baseball star Blaze in there. And then it says turnover there by by Bangor Christian. Southern Aroostook stolen away by Ellingwood. She finds a McGarry in the corner for three, no good. Rebounded by Kowalski, or by Bradford, sorry. Bradford will bring it down. She finds Andrews. Andrews will be up top with it. Finds Bradford on the right side. Finds Kowalski in the corner. Back out to Bradford up top. To DeRost. To Andrews. Her three, no good. Rebounded, though, by Bradford. Up top to DeRost, back to Andrews. Up top to DeRost once again. She dribbles and tries to set up a play. Over to Rivers Bradford on the right wing.
Just about a minute left in the first half here.
She finds Walden underneath, out to Rivers Bradford. Three is off, tipped away as a battle for the rebound between two Southern Aroostook teammates. And it'll stay Bangor Christian ball. 1 minute left here. 1:03, I should say, left here in a 2-point game. Defending three-time defending state champion Southern Aroostook Warriors on top through most of this first half. Ball into Kowalski up top to Andrews. Andrews will kick it over to Walden. That's Carolyn Walden. Up top to DeRost. Over on the left side to Andrews. As the time ticks down, we're below a minute here. Andrews up top. Over to Carolyn Walden, down to Karina Walden. She's blocked at the rim by Anderson.
Second block.
She's been all over the place on both sides as Ellingwood looks to push. She finds Hersey. Hersey attacks, goes with a left-handed floater. No good. But she was fouled on the way there. It looks like it was before the shot, they're saying, so the basket would not have counted anyways. 29 seconds left in this first half. What's been a very good, tightly contested first half.
Yeah, and this is what we were kind of talking about with a team who's never seen each other. Like they haven't seen each other this season, so you don't have a lot of expectations on any past matchups or anything like that. So it just it makes it really tough to say on paper who's going to win.
Certainly feeling each other out throughout this first half. Both teams playing great defense on both sides. Anderson with the ball up top. She looks to dribble by. Finds Ellingwood. Ellingwood looks for the jumper. Back down to Anderson, though. She finds the ball underneath. Just misses. Battle for the rebound. Falls to Andrews. 5 seconds left. They got to push. They'll have a chance at one more. DeRost with the three. Deep. No good. Just off. And we'll go into the half. Southern Aroostook 11, Bangor Christian 9. What a first half that was.
Yeah, I mean, kind of met my expectations. I didn't expect either team to run away with it, especially in the first half when you have a team who's so experienced and been here so many times.
We're going to have you read off some of our sponsors here, and then after that we'll have you listen to some of our sponsors in our ads.
So thank you to Rowell's Garage, Herring Brothers, Ames Chiropractor, Ideal Energy Solutions, Black Bear Crane, Harvest Moon Deli, Hammond Lumber, Kimball Insurance, Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Sarah Ryan, Realtor with Next Home Experience, and Handy Stop for sponsoring Eastern Maine Sports coverage of Tourney 2025. Hammond Lumber is our presenting sponsor. They are a fourth-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire, a trusted Maine building supply service and materials company serving industry since 1953. And for a slam dunk in your home, buying or selling processes, remember to get looped and get sold with Next Homie Sarah Ryan with Next Home Experience.
And we're going to take it over for you can see the rest of those sponsors in our ads. We'll be right back after this.
Go and stop by Kimball Insurance for all your insurance needs. Whether it be auto, home, farm, business, life, or health insurance, we have you covered. Our agents are ready to serve you and help you with your needs. Visit us at Kimball Insurance at 91 Main Street in Sangerville, Maine, online at KimballInsuranceAgency.com, or visit us on Facebook to see what we can do for you. Kimball's, your insurance is our business. Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Been to Harvest Moon Deli yet? See you down at the deli.
My name's Rick Ames, and now we have an office in Dexter, which is what we consider our hometown now. We still have our office in Lincoln, and we're loving that. We're looking forward to helping you naturally feel and be your very best.
Timeout.
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MPA and the Maine Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Hello and welcome back to the Cross Insurance Center for quarterfinal matchup with the 3-time defending Southern Aroostook Warriors, who are the 8th seed, are currently leading through a half against number 1 seeded Bangor Christian. What can you say so far about this half?
Yeah, I think it has been a game of defense so far. So we've seen Southern Aroostook play this really tight box, almost box and one pressure. They've been keeping Lindsay DeRost off the scoreboard there. So I think it's important to recognize that through halftime you don't have your leading scorer on the board yet. So if you're Bangor Christian, you got to make some of those adjustments, and if you're Southern Aroostook, you got to be pretty impressed with the start here.
Yeah, why don't you read off some of our sponsors, the rest of the sponsors that we have on our list?
Sure. So Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof vac trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erections to modular homes and communications equipment, call 977-BEAR today. And Handy Stop is your one-stop shop for all essentials. Handy Stop serves the small communities, and they're stocked with a large selection of snacks and beverages, hot and delicious food, and local Maine products. Find them in Howland, Lee, and Dover Foxcroft, and on Facebook and Instagram at handy_stop to see pizza and takeout specials, new products, and other promotions. And don't forget to check out our store to get your Eastern Maine Sports merch, shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and much, much more. Check it out at easternmainsports.com or on our Facebook page.
And what a first half it was for Libby Anderson. I mean, she just dominated on both sides of the court for Southern Aroostook. The points may not say that necessarily, as I believe.
She has 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good first half all around. So obviously she's been huge for them, and like you said, Southern Aroostook certainly holding DeRost in check, still hasn't scored in this game. 2 freshmen, though, stepping up huge for Bangor Christian so far.
Yeah, Maris Kowalski came off the bench in the second quarter and scored 4 points just to kind of give them a little bit of a push. And then Rivers Bradford has 3 points for them. Hope Nesbitt has the other 2 to round out the 9. And then on the other side, Southern Aroostook, Hannah McGarry has 3 points, and Alexa Hersey has 4, and Libby Anderson has 4 to round out their 11.
If you're Southern Aroostook, how do you hold on and win this game?
Keep doing what you're doing. You know that number 1 team with a great coach and Kevin Reed is going to make some adjustments at halftime. So there's going to be adjustments, but basketball's a game of runs. So I have a feeling that this will be a little bit higher scoring of a half as people kind of get settled in. But if you're Southern Aroostook and Cliff Urquhart, you got to be you got to be proud of the effort that I think has really started with Hannah McGarry is just kind of all over the place. She's handling the ball. She's got a steal and a block herself. She's got some points, and she's just kind of leading the charge for them. So just staying composed. Don't get too excited. There's a whole half of basketball left, but it's been a great first half.
And how do you come back and win this one as the top seed if you're Bangor Christian?
Yeah, so you got to settle in a little bit. The two youngest girls out there have kind of been their steadfast, and I think they need some of their other players to just kind of settle in as well.
And it's hard to rely on 2 8th graders in such a big moment like this too, because they don't have the experience on the floor. First time for them, no matter what, as 8th graders. So you're having to adjust to the floor and be a big piece against a very storied program like Southern Aroostook. Certainly not easy. So they need their seniors and juniors to step up and really make a difference in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think their upperclassmen kind of need to just settle in, take the charge, and just kind of say, all right, like first half is done, jitters are out. Let's settle in, let's play our game, and let's see what they can do in the second half here.
And it'll start Bangor Christian ball as Rivers Bradford will inbound it to Carly Andrews. Andrews brings it up as it looks like once again Southern Aroostook in the same defense they were in now. Looks like maybe a triangle and 2 situation here with 1 man on Bradford and 1 on DeRost. As the ball goes to Bradford in the right-hand corner, she finds Walden up top at the key, and she just misses it. Bradford, though, fights for the rebound. She'll have it. Kicks it back out to Andrews. Andrews up top. She'll look to attack. Finds a floater at the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. As we got a foul there, the rebound will go to Jasmine Ellenwood, and she is fouled on the rebounding action.
Already you're seeing way more intensity from Bangor Christian just on that one possession. They had an offensive rebound. They had multiple girls taking a dribble towards the hoop rather than just kind of being stagnant and just passing around. So I think that will be key.
Southern Aroostook moving quick. McGarry right at the rim, puts a left-handed shot up, no good. Walden fights for it, but McGarry will come up with it. McGarry dribbles to the top of the key. Bradford on her. Tight pressure. She'll have to pick up her dribble down to Anderson at the three-point line, top of the key. She looks to find Ellingwood. Ellingwood attacks. She looks for a jumper. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Hope Nesbitt comes down with it. Gives it to Bradford underneath, and they'll look to push. Ball down to DeRost. She finds a layup at the rim. Her first points of the game, and just like we said, needed to get in the scorebook, and she does quick, as it's now tied at 11 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be key for them, is getting DeRost kind of, in the game.
Southern Aroostook up top. That's Hersey. She'll give it to McGarry. McGarry gives it to Ellingwood. That's Jasmine Ellingwood. Up to Hersey again. Nearly poked away by Andrews. McGarry with the ball now. She gives the ball to Hersey. Guarded by Andrews of Bangor Christian. She gives the ball back to McGarry. She's guarded by Hope Nesbitt of Bangor Christian. McGarry goes by, finds a floater at the rim, just misses. Battle for the rebound. DeRost had it. She will be fouled, and ball will go Bangor Christian's way. So two very good defensive possessions for Bangor Christian on this side of the ball, and this resulted in a bucket on the other end. If they can do that again, they'll be in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is the third foul on Jasmine Ellingwood for Southern Aroostook. So that's going to be a game changer, because she's been playing that direct defense on Lindsay DeRost.
In the corner is Bradford. She looks to find, but does not, as it's stolen away by Southern Aroostook's Hersey. Hersey has the ball up top. Gets a screen from Anderson. She looks to attack. Finds Ellingwood. Ellingwood now looks to attack. She'll find a floater at the rim, and it's just off. Battle for the rebound goes to DeRost of Bangor Christian. Poked away by Anderson, but out of bounds. It'll stay Bangor Christian ball.
Yeah, and Lindsay DeRost has only had 2 points, but she's got 6 rebounds on the day as well, so she's making her presence known elsewhere.
This game has certainly been dominated by the inside games of both teams. Anderson for Southern Aroostook and DeRost, though not scoring, has been huge on the boards, like you said, so if that can continue, this could be very close the rest of the way. DeRost puts up a 3, trying to add to her point total, goes in and out, though. Rivers Bradford looks for the rebound, fights for it. It'll be a jump ball that goes Southern Aroostook's way. As Bangor Christian's up in a full court press now.
She's one of the smallest girls out there, and she's always in there competing for a rebound, so she's getting knocked around a little bit, but she's grabbed a few rebounds herself, so.
Full court press here by Bangor Christian. Southern Aroostook got to get the ball across. They've had it back there for quite a while. Going to be close to a 10-second violation. They do get it just across. As McGarry has the ball up top. She picks up her dribble, finds Ellingwood, who finds Anderson underneath. She finds Olivia Ellingwood for a jumper that's good. And back on top is Southern Aroostook, 13-11, with 4:44 left in this third quarter. DeRost up top. She finds Andrews on the right wing. She finds Hope Nesbitt up top on the three-point line. Back to Andrews. Takes a couple of dribbles in. Finds Walden. She puts up a jumper, and it's good. And Bangor Christian will answer immediately, as Karina Walden gets herself on the board. Ball poked out of bounds, stays Southern Aroostook's ball.
Thank you.
Ellingwood will inbound. It's Olivia Ellingwood. She'll find McGarry, who looks to find a lane to the rim. She does, just misses though. Anderson underneath, battling for the rebound. Gonna be a held ball. A tee there on Anderson. So we're gonna get a technical foul there, I believe, on Anderson. There's a battle for the rebound underneath. And a little extra push is the call afterwards.
Yeah, she's really upset by that call because she just tried to plead her case. She said, I didn't try to do anything. I just tried to get the jump ball. But the call was made, so we will have some free throws.
Timeout, Southern Aroostook. It looked like DeRose will take the free throws. Obviously, a series of unfortunate events there for Southern Aroostook. Not what you want. Was just battling for the rebound, and looks like just a little bit after the whistle, and they happened to call the tee.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a player like distraught, kind of like that. Like she really didn't. I don't think she meant to do
No,
anything.
she certainly did not mean to.
So, I think size comparison, she was fighting with Carly Andrews down there. So I think in comparison, you got a pretty tall player, strong tall player. So she kind of just tied up the ball, and unfortunately, I think Carly Andrews' body kind of moved wherever Libby Anderson's body went, and it made a.
It certainly didn't help either. When she was trying to pull the ball, she had two people pulling at the ball as well. So then one let go, she swung back the other direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
It happened to end up in a little push, and unfortunately a technical foul, not what you want, but DeRose will shoot the first of her 2 technical free throws. First one's up and good. That'll give Bangor Christian the 14-13 lead. Here comes the second. Rattles in and good. She goes 2 for 2 from the line and gives Bangor Christian a 2-point lead, and they will retain possession here. Maris Kowalski comes in for Hope Nesbitt.
Bangor Christian possession. There was no change in possession.
Bradford on the right wing.
Just about halfway through the third quarter here.
Up top to DeRost. As looks like Southern Aroostook has fallen out of the triangle and 2 situation. Not sure what they're in now. Andrews over to Bradford on the left wing. She looks to attack. Tried to get the ball to DeRost, nearly poked away by McGarry, but DeRost will retain possession up top. She finds Bradford on the right wing. Bradford dribbles up top. Tries to find Kowalski underneath. Back up top to Andrews.
Looks like they're in a 3-2.
DeRost with a 3. Nothing but net. The net barely moved on that one. Bangor Christian extends their lead as DeRost having herself a quarter. 7 points in this quarter.
So we got a jump ball, alternating possession to Bangor Christian, so they're going to take the ball up the court here.
I do apologize. It is DeRost. I heard it on the PA, the first PA, and went with it, but it is DeRost. The ball is in over with Bradford, back to DeRost on the right wing. Back over to Bradford on the left wing. Bradford dribbles up top. Ooh, nearly took too many steps there. As the ball goes to Andrews on the left wing. Back to DeRost on the little 3-point line. Nearly tipped away though. Ball will stay Bangor Christian ball. Anderson does come back in now.
Yeah, and that technical foul did definitely give Bangor Christian some momentum here.
Underneath to Walden and a layup on the inbounds pass, and that'll extend the lead to 7 for Bangor Christian. Southern Aroostook needing an answer here. Ellingwood tries to give it to McGarry, tipped out of bounds though by Bradford. Southern Aroostook will retain possession. Ball now in to Hersey. Hersey to McGarry. On the right wing, she gives it back to Hersey. Thought about the 3. Kicks it over to McGarry. She looks to attack. Finds Ellingwood in the corner. She looks to take a drive. Tries to find Anderson on the other side. She finds Hersey. No good. Rebound will go to Andrews of Bangor Christian. A chance to extend their lead. Over to DeRost for three. That one's deep, just off the rim. Bradford with the rebound, though. Back to DeRost. DeRost to Andrews. Andrews to Kowalski. She'll put up a three. That's long. Bradford once again, though, underneath for the rebound, and she's fouled by McGarry. What an effort by one of the smaller players on the court.
Yeah, she's got 6 rebounds of her own.
Pretty good when you're the starting point guard for your team. You got 6 rebounds. DeRost will put the ball in bounds. That's out to Kowalski. Blocked, though, by McGarry, sorry. And then fouled by DeRost, it looks like. It was her second. Ball into McGarry.
Coming down to the final minute and a half here of the third quarter.
Southern Aroostook needing a bucket badly. Hersey with the ball up top. Ball goes in to Olivia Ellingwood, though she didn't see it coming. Fight for a loose ball. It'll stay Southern Aroostook possession after a jump ball. Olivia Ellingwood will inbound. Trying to find somebody open, she finds McGarry. She pulls a deep three, just off the mark. Battle for the rebound will go to the Bangor Christian Patriots. And Kowalski, she looks to push. She goes for the rebound at the rim, but blocked by McGarry. What a defensive play to get back and get in there. It'll stay Bangor Christian's ball after the block. 56 seconds remain in this third quarter.
It's been a great third quarter for Bangor Christian. Kind of, they're playing right now like the 1 seed, so.
Walden just off.
Definitely what you wanted to see.
Here comes Ellingwood. Ellingwood looking to push. She finds McGarry up top. McGarry looks to give it to Hersey. She does. Back to McGarry up top. She gives it to Ellingwood. Back to Hersey up top. Hersey looks to attack. DeRost in her way. She tries to finish over her. No good. Anderson fight for the rebound. No. Rivers Bradford comes away with it. She looks to push. Goes up for the Euro step and a layup at the rim, extending the Bangor Christian lead to 22-13.
That was a beautiful Euro step.
McGarry looking to answer with 10 seconds left. She looks to attack. Can't find anything. Anderson up top. Looking for somebody open. She looks to dribble by. Attacks the rim. What a finish by Anderson. Huge bucket for Southern Aroostook as they cut the lead to 7 at the end of 3. We'll take you and see you after this break.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
22.
And we are back here in the Cross Insurance Center after what has been 3 great quarters here. Bangor Christian pulled away in that third quarter. What can you say about that third quarter for the Patriots?
Yeah, so the Patriots had 13 points to Southern Aroostook's 4. So 13-4 quarter really just kind of showed their dominance there. And I think if you're Bangor Christian, that's kind of how you were hoping you were going to play the whole game. But that was definitely a great quarter for them, getting kind of their star player Lindsay DeRost into the game here. She had 7 points that quarter. She's up to 7.6 rebounds, and Rivers Bradford she's got 5 points and 7 rebounds now. So she's really just doing a great job as a freshman. And if you're Southern Aroostook, you got to settle down a little bit. They've made a couple of turnovers that really aren't necessary, and they just need to play the game they were playing in the first 2 quarters.
And we're 8 minutes away from what will be a new state champion if this score holds. Like we said in the pregame, Bangor Christian searching for their first gold ball would be their first win in a quarterfinal in 15 years if they got it tonight. Haven't won a quarterfinal game since 2010.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes, a lot of history will be changed if the score remains the same. Double team there on Andrews. We got a timeout by Coach Reed. So Southern Aroostook coming out with pressure early in the fourth.
Yeah, they're using their fast, quick guards. So they're using Hannah McGarry and Haley McGarry right now to kind of do a trap on the 8th grader, and I think that's probably like a smart move, because I don't know that she's seen a lot of pressure like that. In terms of being on her own and trying to make those plays.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean, the pressure is certainly not what you usually see as an 8th grader, and definitely not on the cross insurance floor in what is a tournament game. So a lot of pressure on her in that moment, and Coach Urquhart looked to take advantage of that, and I think Coach Reed wanted to make sure that they knew what to do if they come out in it again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good timeout there by Coach Reed to just kind of settle them down and just kind of say, it's fine. We've seen a little bit of a press before. You could do it, and run your press breaker and run your offense.
To get the ball nearly into Kowalski. The pressure did come out immediately again for Southern Aroostook. They trapped in the corner, tried to get to Ross.
It's almost a blitz pressure. As soon as the ball comes in, then there's an instant trap.
DeRost will inbound. Over to Andrews. Andrews on the left wing, back to DeRost. Bradford up top with it. Finds Kowalski. She tries to get it down to Walden, and it's batted out of bounds by McGarry.
Great defensive intensity there by McGarry. She's been playing great the whole game.
Southern Aroostook certainly flying around on the defensive end so far. Walden nearly had a shot there to DeRost. Up top to Andrews. She tries to dribble by her defender. Finds Walden nearly, but stolen away by McGarry as she's immediately double teamed. She tries to find her teammate, cannot, and the ball will go back to Bangor Christian. Despite turning the ball over on the offensive side, Bangor Christian immediately got in this deep press and doubled McGarry, and it made a difference. Walden, what a pass inside by DeRost, just missed as it's a rebound by Ellingwood. Stolen away though by Bradford. But Bangor Christian immediately doubled and fouled is Andrews after she corralled it. Ball will stay Bangor Christian's way. It is a foul on McGarry. Her third. DeRost will inbound to Andrews. Andrews will bring it up. DeRost now has it. Kowalski has it. Back to DeRost.
Southern Aroostook has definitely taken it up a notch since the fourth quarter started with the defensive intensity.
And extending that defense very far out as well. Kowalski in the corner. DeRost up top. She'll look to attack. Finds Andrews. Back to DeRost. Back to Andrews. And back to DeRost again. She looks to attack. Finds Walden in the corner. She thought about it. Doesn't take it. Back up top to Andrews. She's doubled. Ball barely gets to Rivers Bradford. She'll look to attack. Kicks it back out to DeRost. Back out to Andrews. That one gets to Bradford barely. McGarry nearly steals it. And to Kowalski in the corner. She'll get doubled. She'll look to find. Barely gets that ball to DeRost. And a foul on Ellingwood. On the senior Olivia Ellingwood. Today, Bangor Christian ball up 7 with 6 minutes left. 6 minutes away from their first quarterfinal win in 15 years. And what would be the end of a reign for Southern Aroostook. 6 straight regional final wins.
Nice pass.
Underneath to Kowalski. She'll get fouled and go to the line for 2. Now worries on McGarry, it's her 4th. Certainly not what you want for someone like her. To the line will go Kowalski, her first. Just off. Only the second missed Bangor Christian free throw in this game so far. Here comes her second. Just off as well. Battle for the rebound goes to Rivers. Bradford of Bangor Christian, though. They find Kowalski back underneath, but kick it back out to DeRost. As they find Bradford in the corner, back out to DeRost. DeRost, man, I had him struggling. DeRost up top. Heavy defense there by Southern Aroostook. She looks to attack, finds Kowalski. She'll dribble back out, kick it to Rivers Bradford. Finds Andrews up top. Back to Bradford, to Kowalski.
I don't know that Bangor Christian's like necessarily stalling, but they're just waiting till they get that like open shot, and so they're taking a lot of time off the clock doing so.
Yeah, not rushing anything, just looking for the best shot available. That will be the 5th foul on Southern Aroostook. Bangor Christian will shoot the rest of the way, which means Bradford will go to the line. As we have a timeout here.
Yeah, Cliff Urquhart's going to take a timeout and try to settle his team down here.
All right, if you're Southern Aroostook, how do you come back and win this one?
I think you gotta speed up Bangor Christian's game a little bit. So Bangor Christian's really taking a lot of time off the clock and waiting for that open shot to come. And so I think if you're Southern Aroostook, you gotta put a little more pressure on them and try to force some turnovers.
And if you're Bangor Christian, how do you hold on the rest of the way?
Stay composed. Don't feed into that defense that they're playing. Run the press breaker, run the offense, and find the open player when they're open and get a couple more buckets.
And I want to remind everybody what the schedule looks like the rest of the way. Next up, after this game, we have Bangor Christian and Lee Boys. We will have that broadcast as Chris will be on play-by-play and Rich will be on color commentary. At 1:30, approximately, we will have a boys matchup of #1 Skank and #8 Southern Aroostook. And then we'll get into the Class C games in the second session. It'll be girls first with #3 Fort Kent and #6 Dexter. We'll have that one for you. It's Zach and Chris on the call. At 5:30, we'll have Mattanock and Machias, the 2 versus the 7 seed. We will have the video only of that, no broadcast. But at 7 o'clock, we will have the Madawaska boys and Dexter boys. That's the 3-6 matchup. Is the play-by-play as Bradford makes her first. Zach will be on play-by-play. Peter will be on color commentary. And at 8:30, we'll have the #2 Machias and #7 Callis. And like I said, those games that we aren't broadcasting, we still will have video only of those games as Bradford makes her second and extends the lead to 9 for Bangor Christian. Southern Aroostook needing a bucket here with only 5 minutes remaining and down 9. The top goes to Hersey. Anderson gives her the screen. Hersey attacks, finds her way to the rim, throws it up, and will just miss it. But we'll still go to the line for 2.
That was a great take there by Hersey. She's made a couple really great takes to the bucket.
And just a sophomore, Hersey is. A great game for her. The first one will go up and hit the front of the rim and be no good. The second coming. Off the front of the rim, but that one bounces in. Puts her on the board.
Yeah, she's up to 5 points.
DeRost will bring it down. Immediately doubled. She'll goes to Bradford. She's doubled. Trying to find an open man. Tries to give it back to DeRost. She will. Barely as it goes back to Bradford. She's immediately doubled again. Tries to find DeRost. Nearly crosses the half-court line, back court, but goes to attack. Finds Kowalski. Back to Andrews. Andrews up top. Heavy pressure. She finds DeRost. Cross court pass to Andrews. Back up top to DeRost. Back to Andrews. Good timeout there by Coach Kevin Reed. It looks like they were a little bit flustered by that pressure. How are they going to make this next 4-17 work with the traps that are coming from Southern Aroostook?
Yeah, so I think they got to set some off-ball screens to open some players up because they're having this they have a lot of backdoor open opportunities, but right now they're not using any of them because they're kind of keeping it all out front. But also they can't back away to the half court because you're going to get trapped up here in the half court.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to try to stay in the offensive zone, get some on-ball and off-ball screens just to kind of open some of their players up.
And absolutely, I mean, these next few minutes will be totally in the hands of two 8th graders, as Kowalski and Rivers Bradford are part of that top of that, breaking the half-court pressure that's happening. DeRost also up there as a leader for them, but two 8th graders going to really decide this for Bangor Christian the rest of the way.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of the ball handling and decision making. We've seen a couple of those cross-court passes that have been a little risky, I think. And that just comes from inexperience, end of the game inexperience in a tight game like this.
Andrews will have the ball up top. She looks to give it to Bradford. Bradford looks to give it to DeRost. Over to Andrews. Back up top to DeRost. She finds Bradford, who finds Kowalski, but is wasting the time. Had the open shot, didn't take it though. Just swinging it back and forth. Oh, quick pressure. Foul, and that's going to be the 5th on McGarry if it's on her. Will spell the end of her day. Hannah McGarry had a great game as a sophomore. That will be the end of her day.
Her
Haley
sister's
McGarry.
gonna come in for her.
Yes, coming for her. As Andrews will go to the line for 2. A chance to extend the lead to 10. First one off the front of the rim. The second one coming. Rolls in as Andrews will get in the scorebook for the first time. Here comes Southern Aroostook. Ellingwood with the ball. She gives it to Hersey. Gonna have to go the rest of this way without their main point guard in McGarry if they want to win this one. Hersey attacks. Euro step. Just missed. DeRoss gets the rebound. She'll go to the line as we've got another foul on Southern Aroostook.
Yeah, I think that might be on Libby Anderson.
Which I believe would be her 3rd. It is. DeRoss will go to the line. The first is up. And just off the back of the rim, no good. We'll stay 25-16 with 3:34 left in the 4th. Second one coming here. Nothing but net. Here comes Southern Aroostook. They're looking to answer. If they want to win this one, they got to start scoring quick. Hersey up top. She's pressured. Tries to find, but Rivers Bradford with the steal. She'll look to push. Smart play, pulls it out. Smart play by the 8th grader there to pull it out and not just try and push for a quick point. Ball goes up to Andrews, to Kowalski. She's doubled. She'll look for Andrews. Andrews finds DeRost. She'll look to attack. A jumper there, just off the mark. Rebounded by Ellingwood. She gives it to Anderson. Anderson quickly up to Hersey. They look to push. Hersey tries to go by. Poked away, though. Andrews nearly poked it away. It'll be a jump ball that'll stay Southern Aroostook's. Ellingwood will inbound. Gives it to Anderson. Anderson makes a move with the layup just off. Battle for the rebound goes to Bradford. And Bangor Christian will have the ball once again with 2:40, up 10. Andrews with it. Ellingwood with the pressure. Now doubled. And a foul, and Andrews will go back to the line for 2 more. Free throw's going to be huge the rest of the way here, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Got to make those free throws, but 2.5 minutes left. I think a 10-point game. This is really, that's a good call by Coach Urquhart. You got to start probably fouling to get the possessions back with 10 points down.
No question. The first coming here for Andrews, just off the mark. The second one coming here. That one just off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Hersey. Southern Aroostook will look to push. That ball over to Ellingwood. Now McGarry has it over to Jasmine Ellingwood. She'll put it in and cut the lead back down to 8. Just over 2 minutes left here. Bangor Christian up 8, a chance to win their first quarterfinal since 2010 and a chance to knock off the 3-time defending state champion Southern Aroostook Warriors. Pressured heavily. Bradford now has the ball over to Andrews. Oh, to Kowalski, sorry. Kowalski will be fouled. She'll go to the line. As like we said, free throw is going to be huge down the stretch for Bangor Christian if they want to win this one.
Yeah, all their points this quarter, Bangor Christian's points have all come from free throws.
Kowalski will look to add to that. Just off the mark. It'll stay an 8-point game. Second one up, and it's good. She'll go 1 for 2 from the line. Stolen away by DeRoss. She'll put it up a layup. Huge steal late. That one might ice it. Hersey tries to come down a jumper. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Patriots foul number 11, Carmen Andrews. That is her second personal foul. At the line.
Hersey will go to the line. Her first is pure. She'll add to her point total for this one. Second one up. Right off the front of the rim. Over Bradford with a rebound. And she's quickly fouled by Hersey, I believe. Bradford will go to the line for a chance at 2 more.
She's got 10 rebounds. If she makes both of these, she'll have 9 points, so she's almost at a double-double.
Will be quite the game, first ever tournament game for the 8th grader. First one coming. Good.
She's a good free throw shooter, too. She's 4 for 5 right now on the day.
The second one coming here. Also good. Quickly stolen. DeRoss got the steal. Cross court to Andrews, back up to Kowalski. A foul coming, yes. Kowalski will go back to the line for 2 more. Outside of Rivers Bradford, though, Bangor Christian struggling from the free throw line. The first from Kowalski will be just off.
Coach Kevin Reed is just telling her, it's fine. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Here comes the second. And that one's also just off. Rebound, though, nearly to Rivers Bradford. It'll be a jump ball and stay Bangor Christian's ball because of the effort from Bradford.
Yeah, absolutely. She's working her tail off out there today.
If the score stays the same in about 1:20, we are going to have a new champion regardless this year. And for the first time in what will be 4 years. Kowalski up top to Bradford, over to Walden. Walden pressured back to Bradford, back to Kowalski. She's triple teamed nearly. DeRost with the ball, she gives it to Bradford, back to Kowalski. Finds a cutting Bradford who kicks it back out. DeRost thinks about it and does take it, just misses though. Ellingwood with the rebound. She'll look to push. 50 seconds remaining in this one. Got to put up something quickly. McGarry at the rim. She'll go to the line for 2. It's Haley McGarry. She'll have the chance to get in the scorebook for the first time. First one up and good. That one also up and good. As it's a 10-point game with 44 seconds left. Southern Aroostook going to take that timeout.
Yeah, I think, they played really tough, but I think just not enough time to come back from a 10-point deficit here.
And if you're going to, you foul anybody but Rivers Bradford and hope for the best, because she's been great from the line. Everybody else kind of struggled today. For Bangor Christian, certainly a point of emphasis for them as they go further, assuming they hold on in these next 44 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think got to give credit to Bangor Christian in the second half that they played 9 points in the first half to come around and turn it around and settle in. And I think, that's kind of what I was expecting, was to see some nerves from them and to see a more composed Southern Aroostook team who's been in this situation multiple times. And so I think, that's one of those things that they just kind of needed a minute to settle in, or a whole half.
Yeah.
And they're doing much better in the second half here.
Yeah,
Looks like they will move on to the semifinal.
Yeah, certainly that first half by Bangor Christian was very nerves-filled, and Southern Aroostook looked like the more dominant team through the first half just because of how composed they were. But despite that, the second half has been great for this Bangor Christian Patriots. Ball into Walden, into Bradford. She looks to push. Finds Kowalski underneath. She'll get a layup and essentially ice this game with 35 seconds left. Ellingwood looks to attack. Stolen away by Kowalski. They thought about pushing it up. DeRost has the ball. She gives it to Bradford, who gives it to Kowalski, who gives it back to Bradford. 17 seconds left in the Southern Aroostook Warriors season, as their attempt for a four-peat will fall short. And for the first time in 7 years, we will have a different regional champion, as the Bangor Christian Patriots knock off the three-time defending Southern Aroostook Warriors.
And for the first time in 15 years, Bangor Christian has won a quarterfinal game on the girls' side.
They will look to play Skank in the next round with a chance to move on to the regional final. We want to thank you for joining us here. Stay on the YouTube channel, because we'll have the boys' game right after this. Bangor Christian versus Lee should be a good one. We'll see you then. Yeah, get out of there. Go get interviews.